Tomatoes are a fruit that provides many nutrients and vitamins beneficial to health. In cuisines all over the world, tomatoes are used to enhance the flavor and nutritional value of dishes. Aside from cooking, tomatoes are also eaten raw as a fresh fruit, and they are truly delicious. Do you often use tomatoes in your daily meals? I wonder if tomatoes are available all year round where you live. Here, where I live, tomatoes can only be grown seasonally. During the right season, tomatoes are plentiful and cheap. However, if not consumed in time, they can spoil, which is a real waste. When the season ends, tomatoes are transported from other places. During transportation, tomatoes are easily bruised, rotten, or spoiled. The question here is, how can we preserve fresh tomatoes for a long time, to avoid waste and ensure that people who don't have much time to shop still have tomatoes to eat for a longer period? If you're interested, keep watching the video to discover some great tips for preserving tomatoes. It's wonderful to share useful tips for life together. Step 1. Clean the tomatoes. To preserve tomatoes properly, we should never skip the step of cleaning them. A great tip for cleaning tomatoes is to wash them with turmeric powder or turmeric starch. Add a tablespoon of turmeric starch to a bowl of water. Then put the tomatoes in to wash. Turmeric powder has antiseptic properties and helps remove bacteria and any pesticide residues that might remain on the skin of the tomatoes. Therefore, washing with turmeric water will help preserve the tomatoes for a longer period. For better results, you can soak the tomatoes for 10 minutes before washing. Wash each tomato gently to ensure they don't get bruised. After washing, place the tomatoes in a colander to drain. Fresh, aromatic tomatoes are visually appealing. Then, use a dry cloth to wipe off the remaining water on the tomato skin. Do not dry the tomatoes under the sun. Simply place them in a cool place to dry and wipe them again with a cloth to make sure they are completely dry. Now the tomatoes are clean, let's move on to the preservation tips. Method 1. Storing tomatoes in the fridge. The clean tomatoes will be wrapped in paper towels or dry paper. The dry paper will absorb excess water, helping the tomatoes stay fresh without spoiling. Wrap the number of tomatoes you need to preserve. Then, place the tomatoes in a Ziploc bag or a sufficiently large box. Where are you from? Please leave a comment to let me know. I'm so happy to meet people from all over the world. That's wonderful. Seal the box and store it in the refrigerator. This very simple method can preserve tomatoes for 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the initial condition of the tomatoes. Each time you want to use them, simply take them out and cook them in stir-fry, soups, or any of your favorite dishes. Method 2. Freezing tomatoes in the freezer. Clean the tomatoes and cut them into small pieces. Depending on the size of the tomato, you can cut them into 4 or 6 pieces. You can also cut the tomatoes horizontally. Remember to keep the seeds intact, do not remove them. Cutting like this makes it convenient for each cooking session, as you can take the appropriate amount. Next, place the tomatoes into a box, leaving space between each piece. Once one layer is done, place a piece of plastic on top. Then, continue placing the tomatoes in the box. Repeat this process until all the tomatoes are stacked. Have you ever stored tomatoes in the freezer? If you don't shop often, or if you have too many tomatoes that you can't consume in time, you should consider this method. It helps you always have fresh tomatoes to eat for many months without worrying about them going bad. You can store tomatoes in the freezer. This method can preserve them for up to 6 months while keeping them fresh. Each time you cook, simply take out the appropriate amount. These frozen pieces of tomatoes are perfect for stir-frying or making soup. They are especially great for making sauces or curries. Remember, don't thaw the frozen tomatoes. Use them directly from the freezer and blend them just like you would crush ice. This will help retain the fresh flavor of the tomatoes. It's perfect for making curry or sauce. It's really simple, right? Now we're ready to make a delicious sauce. Method 3. Making tomato sauce and storing in ice cube trays. First, cut off the stem of the tomatoes and make an incision at the bottom of each tomato with a knife. It would be such a waste if we didn't eat these delicious tomatoes, wouldn't it? And when tomatoes are scarce, we have to buy them at higher prices, and sometimes the tomatoes aren't as fresh due to the long transportation. Next, put the tomatoes into boiling water and blanch them for 4 to 5 minutes. Then, remove the tomatoes and place them in ice-cold water for about 5 minutes. Now, we can easily peel the skin off the tomatoes. Do you often make tomato sauce? My family loves eating tomatoes, especially in the winter. Tomato-based sauces are always so much more delicious and flavorful. Put the peeled tomatoes into a blender to blend them until smooth. To make the sauce even better and easier to blend, we add a teaspoon of salt to the tomatoes in the blender. The sauce will be richer and more flavorful. Now, blend them until smooth. The tomato sauce is ready to be placed into ice cube trays or a container for storage in the freezer. This is perfect for making spaghetti sauce or curry. When you need it, just take out a few cubes, and you won't have to spend time making sauce from scratch. This method also saves space compared to storing whole tomatoes in the freezer. You can store the tomato cubes in the freezer for up to 6 months. It's really convenient, isn't it? Making this sauce also helps reduce storage space compared to freezing whole tomatoes. Do you like this method? Try it now, and you'll be surprised. Do you remember the 3 tomato preservation methods I shared? Which method do you like the most out of the 3? Please leave a comment to let me know. Depending on your needs and the number of tomatoes you have, you can choose the appropriate method. Whether you store them in the fridge, freeze them, or make tomato sauce and freeze it, all of these methods work great. If you have any other great preservation methods, please share them with me in the comments below. It's wonderful that we can learn meaningful things from each other in life. Thank you for watching my video. If you found it helpful, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.